Maria Martinez?
Yes, that's me.
Hi, I am Officer Leo Brown, and I will conduct your naturalization interview today.
Oh, that's great. Thank you, officer.
Please follow me. How are you doing today?
I'm good, but just a bit nervous before coming here.
Don't be nervous, you will be fine. Can I have your USCIS appointment letter, passport, green card, and state-issued ID?
Sure, here you go.
Thank you very much. Okay. Please remain standing. Before the interview, I will place you under oath. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Please put down your hand and take a seat.
Thank you, officer.
Do you know what you just promised?
Yes, officer. I promise to tell the truth.
Do you know what take an oath means?
It's a public promise that I have to do truthfully.
How long did it take you to get here?
It took 30 minutes to get here.
How long have you been waiting for me?
I have been waiting for about 1 hour.
I am sorry to have kept you waiting.
No worries, officer.
Did you come here voluntarily?
Yes, I did. I've been looking forward to this day.
How did you get here today?
My husband drove me here.
Where is he now?
He is waiting outside for me.
Do you understand why you are here today?
Yes, I am here for my citizenship interview.
Why do you want to become a US citizen?
Because I believe in the form of government and want to vote.
Do you have any physical disability or mental impairment?
No.
Do you need to use the restroom before we start?
No, I am fine, thank you for asking.
Do you have any questions before we start?
No, I don't.
How was the traffic today?
Not too bad.
Do you feel well prepared for your interview today?
Yes, I do.
That's great. What makes you eligible to become a US citizen?
I have been a lawful permanent resident for over 3 years.
Did you have any trouble finding our building?
No, officer, it was quite easy.
If you do not understand any question, feel free to ask me to repeat it.
Okay.
Are you ready for your interview?
Yes, officer, I am ready.
What is your current legal name?
Maria Martinez.
Have you used any other names since your birth?
No.
Have you used any other name before?
No.
Do you want to change your name legally?
No.
Where do you currently live?
5702, Bataan Memorial, Las Cruces, New York.
Are either of your parents US citizens?
No.
Were your parents married before your 18th birthday?
No.
Where do your parents live now?
In Mexico.
What is your mailing address?
5702 Bataan Memorial, Las Cruces, New York.
Can you please verify your date of birth?
It's September 2nd, 1996.
How did you get your green card?
My husband petitioned for me.
What is the best number to reach you?
602-098-1068.
Do you still live in the same place since you've applied for citizenship?
Yes.
Can you verify your social security number, please?
170582105.
When did you become a lawful permanent resident?
I became a lawful permanent resident on December 15, 2016.
Has your address changed since you've submitted your application?
No.
What country were you born in?
I was born in Mexico.
How many years have you lived at your current home address?
I have been living at the same address since I became a lawful permanent resident.
Are you currently single, married, divorced, or widowed?
I am married.
Have you brought any document that may prove your marriage legitimate?
Yes, here are a few documents along with few photos with my spouse and our families since our marriage program.
Can I have your marriage certificate, please?
Sure, here you go.
On what date did you get married?
On January 11, 2015.
Have you had any previous marriages?
No.
How did you meet your current spouse?
I met my spouse at a marriage program for the first time, and after that we met few times. And finally we fall in love and get married with the family permission.
Wow, that's great. What is your spouse's legal status in the United States?
He is a US citizen.
Do you have your spouse's passport or birth certificate copy?
Yes, here you go.
Thank you. Did you have any wedding program?
Yes, we did have.
Do you file your taxes jointly with your spouse?
Yes, officer.
What is your current spouse's full name and date of birth?
His full name is Hector Gonzalez Lopez, and date of birth is June 5, 1988.
What does your spouse do?
He does a job in a private company.
Can you show me any photographs of your marriage program?
Sure. Here are a few photographs of our marriage program.
On what date did your spouse become a U.S. citizen?
He became U.S. citizen on May 12, 2014.
How many times has your present spouse been married?
Twice.
What is the name of your husband's ex-wife, and what's her date of birth?
Her name was Camila Gutierrez Garcia, and date of birth was May 15, 1990.
Do you currently have with you your husband's divorce decree from his prior marriage?
Yes, I do have. Here you are.
Thank you. On what date did your current husband's marriage with his prior wife end?
January 5, 2014.
Do you have any children?
Yes, I do have.
How many children do you have?
I have a son.
Where was he born?
He was born in the United States.
Have you brought his birth certificate with you?
Yes, here you are.
Thank you. What is your children's relationship with you?
He is my biological child.
What is your son's full name and date of birth?
His name is Santiago Gonzalez, and date of birth is May 5, 2016.
Is there any new trip outside of the United States since you submitted your application?
No.
Have you taken any trips outside the U.S. in the last 3 years?
No, I didn't.
Do you have any employment history?
No.
How do you support yourself?
I run a food court near my current address.
Oh, that's great. What kind of food do you serve there?
Especially Mexican and Chinese foods.
Now we will go over your N400 application. If you do not understand a question, feel free to ask me to repeat it. Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States?
Yes, I do.
What does the Constitution mean?
It is the supreme law of the land.
Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes, officer.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces?
Yes.
What are non-combatant services?
Assist the military without engaging in fighting.
If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States?
Yes.
What does bear arms mean?
To own or use a gun.
Do you understand the meaning of bearing arms on behalf of the United States?
To carry and use weapons on behalf of the United States as per law.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian direction?
Yes.
What is work of national importance?
Tasks that are important to a nation.
What does civilian mean?
A person who is not in the military.
Do you understand what civilian direction means?
The guidance by non-military personnel.
Give me an example to perform work of national importance.
To help with a major emergency like a fire, flood, or earthquake.
Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes, I do.
Do you understand what oath of allegiance is?
A promise to be loyal to the United States.
Have you ever given any U.S. government officials any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading?
No, never.
Have you ever committed, assisted in committing, or attempted to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested?
No, officer.
Have you ever helped anyone to enter or try to enter the United States illegally?
No.
Have you ever voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States?
No.
Have you ever been a member of, or in any way associated either directly or indirectly with a terrorist organization?
No, never.
What is a terrorist organization?
An organization that uses violence against people.
Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen in writing or any other way?
No.
Please define claim.
To say something is true.
What does claim to be a U.S. citizen mean?
To state that I am a US citizen.
Do you understand the meaning of have you ever?
In my lifetime.
Were you ever a member of, or did you ever serve in, help or otherwise participate in a vigilante unit?
No.
What is a vigilante unit?
A group of volunteers who decides on their own to stop crime and to punish criminals.
Have you called yourself a non-U.S. resident on a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident?
No.
What is non-U.S. resident?
A person who does not live in the US.
Have you ever been convicted of a crime or offense?
No.
Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any organization, association, fund, foundation, party, club, society, or similar group in the United States or in any other location in the world?
No.
Have you ever registered to vote in any federal, state, or local election in the United States?
No.
What does register to vote mean?
To sign up to vote.
Have you ever been arrested, cited, or detained by any law enforcement officer for any reason?
No, officer.
Do you now have, or did you ever have a hereditary title or an order of nobility in any foreign country?
No, I don't.
What is hereditary title?
A royal title such as prince or princess.
Have you ever failed to support your dependents or to pay alimony?
No.
Do you owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes?
No.
What does owe taxes means?
To have a debt.
Have you ever been declared legally incompetent or been confined to a mental institution?
No, never.
Do you know what legally incompetent means?
Can't make any decision as per law because of mental problem.
Have you ever persecuted, either directly or indirectly, any person because of race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion?
No.
Did you ever receive any type of military, paramilitary, or weapons training?
No.
Were you ever a member of, or did you ever serve in, help, or otherwise participate in an insurgent organization?
No.
What is insurgent organization?
A group who fights against a government.
Have you ever made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States?
No, officer.
Have you ever lied to any U.S. government officials to gain entry or admission into the United States or gain immigration benefits in the United States?
No, officer.
Have you ever been charged with committing, attempting to commit, or assisting in committing a crime or offense?
No.
Were you ever involved in any way with not letting someone practice his or her religion?
No, never.
Have you ever been in jail or prison?
No, never.
Have you ever been a member of, or in any way associated, either directly or indirectly, with the Communist Party?
No.
Have you ever been married to more than one person at the same time?
No.
Were you ever involved in any way with genocide?
No.
Do you know what genocide is?
To kill a whole race.
Have you ever married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit?
No.
What is immigration benefit?
An advantage that is related to immigration.
Have you ever not filed a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident?
No.
What does it mean to file a tax return?
To send tax paperwork to the government.
Now we will start with the civics test to test your knowledge of U.S. history and government. In the civics portion, I will ask you up to 10 questions. However, if you answer 6 correctly, I will stop. Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
The House of Representatives has how many voting members?
435.
What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful?
Checks and balances.
What is the rule of law?
Sorry, I cannot answer this question. Would you please ask me another one?
Okay. What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now?
Mike Johnson.
Very good. Your answer is correct. What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment?
Speech.
How many U.S. senators are there?
100.
When was the Declaration of Independence adopted?
July 4, 1776.
If the president can no longer serve, who becomes president?
The vice president.
Great job. You passed the civics test.
Thank you, officer.
Now we're going to move on to the reading and writing portions to test your ability to read and write English. First, we'll start with the reading portion. Please look at the tablet in front of you and read the sentence out loud for me. You need to get one out of 3 sentences correct to pass. Okay?
Okay.
Please read this sentence.
When do we vote for president?
Correct. Congratulations. You have passed your reading test.
Thank you, officer.
Now we're going to move on to the writing portion. I want you to write the sentence down on the tablet that I'm going to say out loud. You need to get 1 out of 3 sentences correct to pass. Okay?
Okay.
Please write this sentence. We vote for the president in November.
Would you please say that once again?
Okay. Please write this sentence. We vote for the president in November.
Sorry, I cannot write this. Please ask me another one.
Okay. Please write this sentence. The president lives in the White House. Very good. Congratulations. You've passed the English reading and writing test. And also, you have passed your naturalization interview.
Thank you, officer.
Now I want you to review all of the information on the tablet to make sure it's accurate. Let me know if there are any mistakes.
Okay. Everything looks good.
Okay. So please sign the box on the tablet to affirm that everything you've said during the interview and all of the evidence that you've submitted is complete and true.
Okay. Thank you.
Please review the Oath of Allegiance section. Make sure you agree to all of the statements. Then you can print your name and sign and date on the tablet.
Okay.
Just give me a minute. I need to run a quick background check and copy all of your documents.
Sure. Take your time, please.
All right. Thank you for your patience. I've completed all of your copies. So here are all of your originals and the copy of your test result.
Thank you.